to grace, how great your debtor, daily I'm constrained to be. Let thy goodness like a filter blind my wandering hearts to thee. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it. Prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, oh, take and seal it for thy courts of love. Tita, can I share po?
Teacher Ang. Wait. Teacher Ang.
Tita, I still cannot share po.
Sorry, you can now.
Can you see my screen po? Good morning, everyone. Are you ready for your story today? The title of today's story is Jesus Stayed at the Temple. For today's memory verse is found in Luke 2, verse 52. It said, "And Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and with men." Jesus lived in Nazareth with his parents Joseph and Mary. Jesus is 12 years old. In this lesson, as Jesus grew up, the Bible tells us he became stronger in spirit and was filled with wisdom. Joseph and Mary went to Jerusalem every year to celebrate the Passover. The Passover was a special time of worship to remember God taking care of his people. During the last plague in Egypt, God passed over the people's home that had obeyed his command to put blood on their doorframes. The firstborn died if they didn't obey. God and Pharaoh let Moses and Aaron take Israelites out of Egypt. They traveled with a group of people to Jerusalem. When Joseph and Mary had completed their worship in the temple, they left Jerusalem to return home. But Jesus had stayed behind, and they didn't know that Jesus wasn't with them. They assumed he was in the group traveling back to Nazareth. Mary and Joseph started looking for Jesus. After they had been traveling for a day, they asked their relatives and friends if they had seen Jesus. Mary and Joseph couldn't find Jesus anywhere. Mary and Joseph did not find Jesus. They went back to Jerusalem to look for him. Talk about being lost and how it would feel not knowing where their son is. Finally, after 3 days of searching for Jesus, they found him in the temple. Jesus was sitting with the teachers. Jesus was asking questions and listening to their answers. The teachers were asking Jesus questions, and also they were astonished at how much he understood and his answer to their question. When Joseph and Mary found him, they were amazed that Jesus was calmly sitting there while they were frantically looking for him. Mary asked Jesus, "Why have you done this? We have been worried and looking for you." Jesus answered, saying, "Why are you looking for me? Don't you know that I would be doing my Father's business?" They didn't understand what Jesus said. He was talking about his Father in heaven, not his earthly father Joseph. Mary and Joseph were so happy to find Jesus safe. Mary and Joseph and Jesus left Jerusalem to return home to Nazareth, where Jesus continued to grow up. Jesus continued to learn, and that the people liked Jesus. What is our memory verse again for today? It's found in Luke 2, verse 52. It says, Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man. Moral of this lesson is, how have you grown in wisdom and stature? Even in your young age, you should think about the things you can do for God, such as obeying parents, pray, go to worship, clean room, make a card for someone sick, respect elderly, do community service. Thank you and happy Sabbath.